Hi, everybody. I guess I opened up a little bit of a can of worms yesterday, just randomly. I guess I was quite hot under the collar this weekend or whatever. When I've done a couple of videos about how the governor general really isn't doing anything, right? She has the power, she has a reserve power. So she can use that power to get Trudeau to call an election. And she's not doing that. So whenever I look in the news for any comment from her or something, there's nothing. She says nothing about this. No reporter has asked her about this. I don't know. Well, maybe they have, but she hasn't given any comment on this. And so yesterday, when I saw on my phone this news about her revoking the Order of Canada for Buffy Saint-Marie, it just really ticked me off because I thought there's so many better things she can be doing. And I don't see her rebuffing the order of Peter Dalglish, this guy who is this Canadian kind of oh, what do they call him? He was a charity worker, a Canadian aid worker, and he's got the Order of Canada. But right now he's in prison for sexually assaulting actually two boys, and he probably did a lot more than that because he was always doing charity work in Nepal. But I don't hear anything about him and his Order of Canada getting revoked, and he's gross. He's just extremely gross. There's a quite a famous picture of him holding a little kid up, and the kid looks like he's crying and he's smiling. Peter's smiling. It's just super gross. But anyway, like I was saying yesterday, Buffy Saint-Marie, I always thought was Native. I always thought she was Indigenous. Like, who wouldn't? And I was saying that how my dad used to see her on TV, like, and listen to her, and she was always on the CBC, and she was like a small part of my childhood. And I never thought anything about it. And it was only until today and reading the comments that you guys left, that there's more to this story than I realized, that she might actually be American, born to a white family, well, that she's actually Italian. And so the CBC was hot on the trail of this, and they did this big report on the Fifth Estate, looking into her, her birth records, talking to family members they could find. They did quite an extensive piece on this. You could tell they had some money. Well, they have money, obviously. Field producers, a lot of cameramen, not a lot, but like they sent a good crew out and they put a fairly decent documentary together. So I'm watching this, and they're kind of, laying it out that she may not be what you think. And I'm a little bit disappointed today, but I don't know what to make of it actually. But let's look at a couple of little clips.
Over her 60-year career, she has racked up an impressive array of awards reserved for Indigenous artists. To this day, she continues to be celebrated as a voice for Indigenous people while claiming to be one of them.
Wow. And so they actually call her a pretendian, that she pretends to be Indian, because she's been around since the late 60s. And I guess they were thinking that being Indian would give you some cachet and give you some notoriety, maybe, and maybe access to grants or things like that. Although I didn't hear them speak about that too much in the story. But yeah, so is it possible she's actually white and has been saying that she's Native this whole time? I don't know. It's just really odd because to me, in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, like particularly, I don't remember being Indian as being in. Like it's my kind of Indian. Not at all. There was so much racism in my day, and I think her kind of Indian. I think there were just a lot of stereotypes. I didn't realize there was this big cachet in doing this. And I do remember Marlon Brando sending an Indian woman to refuse his Oscar. Like I remember that kind of thing too. But yeah, that's kind of what they were saying in this Fifth Estate show. And the other thing about this show is that they went to go talk to a woman who had control of the records, of the birth records, and the woman was just like, "Nope, it's not a mistake. No, she's absolutely, these records don't lie."
Understanding this right, her name is Buffy Saint-Marie now.
Yeah, right.
And she's a folk singer.
Yeah.
Like you don't know.
And she says she was
Like, you don't know. Like, people you're on location. The reporter is interviewing on location. There's a camera set up. She knows exactly who she's looking for. So why would she pretend like she's like, her name is Buffy Saint-Marie. She's a folk singer. Like, you don't know this. This to me looks fake. This whole part in the thing looks kind of scripted. That's just my own personal opinion because the producers and everyone who set this up, she's got the records there. Obviously, she can't pretend like she doesn't know who she's looking for.
Born in Canada
Yeah.
in the
I'm going to recue them.
1941 that contains Beverly Santa Maria's birth certificate.
A birth certificate was created, and they're stored in sequential order in these binders.
Yeah, so am I understanding this right? Her name is Buffy Saint-Marie now,
Yeah, right.
and she's a folk singer,
Yeah.
and she says she was born in Canada
Yeah.
and that these people adopted her.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, not true.
Yeah.
But there was something about that part that looked a little staged to me. That does probably just my opinion. And then when I looked at the comments to see what people were saying about this, CBC had the comments turned off. Why would you have the comments turned off on a video about a folk singer? Like, that seems really, really bizarre to me. And it wasn't too long ago that Adrian Arsenault was interviewing Buffy and not fangirling, but, acting, it was a very positive interview, like as if she was interviewing a Canadian, legend type of thing. So it's like, she has a long relationship with the CBC. And so for the CBC to sort of do this digging in, investigating, was like, oh, okay, well, this is interesting.
Saskatchewan's Piapot First Nation. We found footage of their early days together. According to Buffy's most recent biography, she claims it was around this time she was told Emil Piapot and his wife may have been her long-lost Cree parents from Saskatchewan. She and the Piapots quickly developed a close relationship.
People are angry at her because she didn't tell the truth. I mean, or maybe she's telling the truth as she knows it.
My growing up mom, who was proud to be part Mi'kmaq, told me many things, including that I was adopted and that I was Native. And later in life, as an adult, she also told me some things that I've never shared out of respect for her, that I hate sharing now, including that I may have been born on the wrong side of the blanket. This was her story, and it has never been my place to share it.
So, wrong side of the blanket is an old expression meaning someone who was conceived out of wedlock or as a result of adultery.
I don't know. I have to maybe sit this one out because I don't actually know what the truth is. But I would say it's best to tell the truth, to say, hey, I was born to an Italian family in America, but I spent time with a Native family and I embrace the culture. I love the music so much. And, I feel like I'm an adopted person of the tribe or something like that. And I want to bring it to the world. That could be the truth. So say that. But I don't know what the truth is. The CBC documentary, I don't really trust because I don't trust it because parts of it look very staged. And one part in the documentary, he said, we spoke to so-and-so on the phone. Well, why didn't you record the phone call when he was, kind of investigating the family? I found that weird. And I don't know. I found there's something about it I didn't like. And I don't know if they're trying to smear her or if they are really searching for the truth, CBC. I don't know. I don't know which way this one is going. But, I'm thankful to you guys in the comments for pointing this out. And, with everything happening in the world and today Trump, announced steel tariffs, which is really going to affect some provinces more than others, I think particularly Ontario. And I don't know why the heck Trudeau is off in France. Have you seen this? They really hold each other. And they're still holding each other. It's not even a secret. Like, this is how you hold your boyfriend. I'm not insinuating anything. I'm not saying anything, but I find that hilarious. Emmanuel Macron and Trudeau. I'm not too sure what's going on there. And boy, oh boy, Candace Owens is really kicking the ass of his wife, this becoming Brigitte type of thing. But I got my own opinions about that. We need a leader now. We need to have an election sooner rather than later with this installation of Mark Carney, who is going to fool a lot of people because he's got the mainstream media on his side. I know that that's going to happen. We're in dire straits. And so, like I said yesterday, the governor general needs to prioritize. Never mind all the scandals and horrible things we are now seeing from the liberals that are criminal. She wants to revoke the Order of Canada for a singer who might not have told the truth. I understand that might be important, but don't you have other fish to fry, like I said yesterday? Anyway, thank you for watching this video today. I just thought I'd do a quick update. I'm a little under the weather. I don't have much makeup on, but maybe you can't tell the difference because I look tired. I always look tired. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate your subscription. I appreciate your comments. I'll talk to you soon.